Hey, what are you doing with that car?
Excuse me?
That's not yours. I watched you back it in. Keys in the fob still running.
We know who drives things like this around here. Where'd you even get it? It is mine. I'm loading my groceries, that's all. Have a good evening.
Tell me where you really got it. I think we should call
You don't need my store. You need to step back.
Hey!
What started as a routine grocery stop in a quiet American suburb escalated into a police confrontation within minutes. After a white couple accused a black man of stealing a luxury SUV that legally belonged to him, the accusation triggered a 911 call. Multiple officers were dispatched. A crowd began to gather, and none of them knew who Daniel Brooks actually was. Before we go any further, comment where you're watching from and make sure to subscribe, because tomorrow's story is one you don't want to miss. Daniel Brooks was 46 years old. He had moved to the city less than 6 weeks earlier, and just days before this incident, he had been sworn in as the city's new chief of police. That afternoon, none of that mattered. Brooks had finished shopping like any other resident. He wore jeans, a casual jacket, no uniform, no badge on display. He pushed his cart toward a black luxury SUV parked near the front of the store, unlocked it, opened the rear door, and began placing grocery bags inside. That was when he noticed them. A white couple stood a few spaces away. At first, Brooks didn't think much of it, until he realized they weren't moving. The woman stood rigid, phone already in her hand. The man leaned against her sedan, arms crossed, eyes locked on Brooks. As Brooks placed another bag inside the SUV, the man took several deliberate steps closer. "Hey," the man said, "what do you think you're doing?" Brooks turned fully now. "Loading my groceries." The woman laughed, sharp, dismissive. "That's not your car," she said. "I've been watching you." Brooks closed the door slowly, deliberately. "It is my car." The man stepped directly between Brooks and the driver's door. "You don't look like the kind of person who owns something like this," he said. "Step away from the vehicle." Around them, shoppers slowed. A few stopped entirely. One woman pushed her cart past quickly, eyes down. Others lingered, sensing tension. "I'm not stepping away from my own car," Brooks said calmly. "If you have a problem, keep walking." Instead, the woman raised her phone higher. "I'm calling the police," she said. "We're not letting you steal this." Brooks exhaled slowly and reached into his pocket. He pulled out his key fob and pressed a lock button. The SUV chirped. The mirrors folded in. "That doesn't prove anything," the man snapped. "Thieves do that all the time." The woman had already dialed. "Yes, hi," she said. "We're in the grocery store parking lot on East Ridge. There's a black man trying to break into a luxury SUV. He's acting suspicious." "That's a false report," Brooks said, looking directly at her. "You should stop." She turned away from him. "He's still here," she told the dispatcher. "He's refusing to leave the vehicle." Within minutes, flashing lights cut through the lot. 2 patrol cars pulled in fast. Officer Mark Reynolds, a 9-year veteran, stepped out first. His posture was rigid. His hand hovered near his belt as he immediately positioned himself directly in front of Brooks. Officer Tyler Grant, younger and less experienced, moved behind Brooks, placing himself in a position of control rather than conversation. "That's him," the man said, pointing. "He was trying to steal that SUV." Neither officer asked Brooks a question. They listened to the couple. "Officers," Brooks said, keeping his hands visible, "that's my vehicle. They're making a false accusation." "We'll figure that out," Reynolds replied. "Where's your ID?" "In my wallet. Back pocket." "Don't reach for it. Just tell me whose car this is." "It's mine. It's registered to me." The woman scoffed loudly. "There's no way. Ask him how he paid for it." The officers did not correct her. "You can run the plates," Brooks said. Grant leaned toward Reynolds. "He's getting defensive." "I'm not defensive," Brooks said. "I'm standing here being accused of a crime I didn't commit." Phones were out now. Several people were recording openly. "Step away from the vehicle," Reynolds ordered. "I don't consent to any searches," Brooks replied, "and I haven't committed a crime." "That's not a request." Reynolds placed his hand on Brooks' arm, holding it longer than necessary. "Hands where I can see them." "They are visible," Brooks said. "I'm not resisting." Grant smirked. See? He's already arguing. I'm complying, Brooks said. Why don't you just tell us the truth? Reynolds said, people don't act like this unless they're hiding something. I'm concerned, Brooks replied. There's a difference. The woman stepped closer. He keeps talking back, she said. That's what guilty people do. Grant nodded. That's what I'm seeing. How much did this vehicle cost? Reynolds demanded. That's none of your business. Answer the question. You can verify ownership through your system. Grant scoffed. Must be nice walking around like rules don't apply to you. Rules apply to everyone, Brooks said, including you. That shifted the tone completely. Turn around, Reynolds ordered. For what crime? Brooks asked. Turn around. I want a supervisor. Grant laughed. Everyone wants a supervisor when things don't go their way. I'm requesting one. Brooks said. That's my right. Reynolds radioed it in. When the supervisor arrived, the husband rushed forward. This guy tried to steal that car, he said. Reynolds summarized quickly. Suspicious male. Refusing to cooperate. That's not accurate, Brooks said. The vehicle is registered to me. They made a false report. The supervisor looked at him. Name. Daniel Brooks. ID. Brooks retrieved it slowly. The supervisor studied the card. Then he looked again. He stepped away and keyed his radio. When he returned, his posture had changed. Do either of you know who this is? He asked Reynolds and Grant. They didn't. This is Chief Daniel Brooks. The words landed hard. Reynolds froze. Grant stepped back instinctively. The woman's face drained of color. I'm not joking, the supervisor said. This is your chief of police. This is my jurisdiction, Brooks said calmly. I expect a full report. This incident will be reviewed. Release him. That night, the footage was flagged. By morning, Internal Affairs opened an investigation. Both officers were placed on administrative leave. Within weeks, Officer Reynolds was terminated for bias-driven enforcement. Officer Grant was terminated for unlawful detention. The union appeal was denied. The couple was charged with filing a false police report. Behind closed doors, Chief Brooks addressed command staff. It shouldn't take a title, he said, for someone to be treated lawfully. The department implemented policy, reviews, and retraining. For some, this incident ended careers. For others, it ended assumptions. And for everyone watching, it exposed something deeper than one encounter. A mindset. If accountability matters to you, like share and follow. So these stories dawn. T disappear.